it's Lulu. Hey, how's your day going? I, of course, am having a great day. Thought I'd stop by and say hello. And wanted to start by saying thank you so much to everyone who has done the Hot Lips Houlihan tag. It was a tag aimed at more mature beauty YouTubers and kind of the trials and tribulations of remaining gorgeous. As will the years kind of start rolling by. And it was a fun tag, and I hope everybody that did it enjoyed it. I hope everybody who watched it enjoyed it. I will try to put a link below, although I don't know that I've ever done that, and I'm not sure I know how, but you could look it up. It's Hot Lips Houlihan tag. It has nothing to do with MASH. It just has to do with, Hot Lips Houlihan. She was a more mature lady, and those of us who remember MASH before it was in reruns are eligible, so to speak, to do it, but anyone can do it. So today I thought I would just come on and do some beauty bits that I've learned from YouTube. This is somewhat comical. I've been watching YouTube for about 3 years now, and there were things I never knew about. Even though I've been avid in makeup and collecting and wearing and applying, there were things I never knew about until YouTube. And now I know, and didn't know that I didn't know, and now I know that I didn't know, and now I know it. Got that? All right, so here are just some observations. Wet n Wild. I was a snob. Never even looked at Wet n Wild. And then I saw some of the more famous YouTubers, those with 1 million followers or, 20,000 followers. That's big to me. Raving about Wet n Wild, particularly the eyeshadows and the lipsticks. So I thought, well, okay, I'll try them. And darn, they're really good. So Wet n Wild was a surprise, a learning experience, and those of us, and I always shop drugstore. Don't get me wrong. I love drugstore, but the Revlon, the Maybelline, the L'Oreal, but Wet n Wild just, seemed like something, high school, for young girls actually. I don't know that I was a snob. I just thought it was for young girls, but great. The Megalast nail polish is incredible. Lipsticks are great, and the eyeshadow palettes are really, really good. I'm sure you have other favorites, but those are mine. Okay. I always thought liquid foundation, of course, many of us use fingers and things to apply liquid foundation, but I always thought those paddle style brushes were what you use to put foundation on. After all, when they sell foundation, whether it's online, Nordstrom, shopping channels, they always, if they offer a brush, it's usually, for years, it was a paddle style. So I figured, you painted your foundation on. And then I started watching YouTube, and I started learning about more the round kabuki style on a handle brush, and I was amazed. And I remember the first time I saw someone doing that, I thought, oh, it must just be her. And then another, and another, and another. So then I got on the bandwagon. I don't remember what the first one was that I bought, which brand. But I bought those and started using those and thought, wow, I'm a beauty blender person now. I do, some foundations work better with fingers, some with brushes, kabuki style brushes made for foundation, and some beauty blender. But I found out overall, I really like the way beauty blenders work. But who knew that the non-paddle brushes were not the paddle brushes were not of choice for liquid foundation. I had no idea. A pencil brush. Didn't know the name of a crease brush, shadow brush that kind of comes to a point that it was referred to as a pencil brush. And then I got confused, and still am, about a pencil brush, a crease brush, kind of a blending brush. I guess it's the shape, and it depends on the shape of your eyes, but I never knew. I remember asking somebody who made YouTube videos. It might have been Laura Jean. She really doesn't. She hardly makes videos back then, but I was in a Facebook group with her, and like, what is a pencil brush? I was thinking pencil liner. Anyway, so learned about that. Oh, back to brushes. I'm on a brush kick. Have you noticed? Synthetic versus natural. Didn't know there was a difference. Didn't know they came in both. Didn't even know that natural could be goat hair, could be squirrel, could be pony. I have no idea. Different kinds of squirrels. There's blue squirrels, red squirrels, black squirrels, pine squirrels. And they all have different characteristics, which affects how the product blends, how much product is picked up, which are easier to wash, density. But this whole synthetic versus natural, that was new to me. Then another thing that was new to me, thanks to YouTube, was wet versus dry mascaras. I just bought mascara, looked at the brush, it worked, it didn't work. but I guess there are formulas that are a little more wet and formulas that are a little more dry. Some have more wax, less wax. People prefer one over the other. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I think maybe wet. I'm not really sure. But wet versus dry formula. So dry is not that it's dry, but it's drier than wet. And something about one is heavier, one makes your lashes droop, but not the other one. Fascinating stuff. Okay, powdery and chalky. Now I knew that I would swatch or wear a blush or an eyeshadow and it would look not even or literally powdery, but I didn't realize it was something to look for or not look for. I thought it was just luck of the draw. So now, and again, in the beginning I thought, what does chalky mean? What does powder mean? It's an eyeshadow, it's powder, it's a blush, it's a powder. Of course it's powdery. Now I understand the difference. And so now I can talk like, you know, the big gurus and say, oh, this is powdery or this is chalky or anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Pigmentation. Again, I didn't realize that brands in general can be considered highly pigmented. Wet n Wild generally, with eyeshadows, highly pigmented. Their blushes, so whenever their blushes are so pigmented, I don't like to use them because I can't really control what they look like on me. Except if you have a blue squirrel brush, it's very good for pigmented blushes because it's so soft. It picks up very little, and I have one, and I use that for my very pigmented blushes. Learned that. Anyway, pigmentation. So again, there's certain brands that are known for it, not known for it, and then within the same brand, you can have, in the same palette, you can have some that are very pigmented, some that are not. But again, I didn't realize it was a characteristic that was looked at, measured, thought about. I just thought you open the eyeshadow, you either need a lot of it or you don't. If you use too much, then it has that powdery thing going on. I love you too. Duo fiber brushes. I'm still not really sure what that is. I understand that it has short hairs and long hairs or bristles, and that maybe there are even two different materials, like the longer ones might be natural, the shorter ones might be natural. Did I say synthetic? Synthetic and natural. And again, they're used mostly for very highly pigmented things because there's the longer ones are more sparse, so it just picks up a little product, but when you're putting it on, all the bristles come into play so that it blends it better. I'm probably wrong, but again, I was fascinated. Affiliate links. First of all, I have none. Nobody knows who I am. You want to send me an affiliate link, by all means do. I love money. I had no idea these things existed. I didn't know you could make money on YouTube. I didn't know that when you click, I always thought when people listed, when guru tubers listed, you know, what they were talking about and the link, that it was for they were doing, and they are sweet. I'm sure many of them are sweet, but obviously some, no, I mean, you can be sweet and still, you can be very sweet and make money. I would like to make money, and I'm pretty sweet, but that I don't know what they get, a penny a click or something, but it's not, it certainly is for convenience, but also if you buy, they get a kickback or a commission on it, and they should. They're the ones that showed it to you, they're the ones that perhaps did a demo on it, they're the one that discovered the product, they took time out of their schedule, they made the video. Again, I have no issues with that. I just didn't know it existed. And I would hear about affiliate links, and I thought it was fascinating. Winged liner. What is this craze with winged liner? Until I started watching YouTube, I had no idea it was such a big deal. I'm not sure I'm for or against it, but there's a whole world of how to do winged liner, and what liner is best, and what's the technique. And in real life, I go out a lot, I see a lot of people, I go to events, I don't see that much winged liner except on YouTube. But then again, it might be a little bit of a draw for the younger crowd. But again, where I go, there's all kinds of ages, and I have younger sons, and winged liner is a big deal. Had no idea. Second day hair. Who knew? I didn't know that second day hair was better than first day hair. Third day hair, not so much. That there was ways to make second day hair look like first day hair. That second day hair actually was preferred, and was more manageable and better liked. And here's all these people talking about how often they wash their hair, and that secondary hair is best because it styles better, or it's not as fluffy, or the whole second-day hair thing was fascinating to me. Of course, highlighting and contouring. I've always enjoyed highlighting and contouring, but I think YouTube has taken it to a new level for me. I think that it has taught me how better to use it, the tools and brushes that work best, the actual products, you know, matte versus shimmery, and different kinds of highlighters. It comes in golds and pinks and vanillas, and depending on your skin tone, that whole thing, I think, and it helps. I find it helps greatly, and once you get a knack for it, it's quick. It's really quick to do. I don't find it to be a mystery. Brows, oh boy, brows. People comment on brows. Viewers comment on them. They measure them. They look at them. Are they lopsided? Are they too strong? Are they too dark? Are they too red? Are they too brown? There are so many brow products out there. I had no idea. It's a big topic. It's a hot topic, and certainly has made me more aware. And I could probably talk about brows for 20 minutes now that I think about it, but I won't. Anyway, this is 11 minutes long. I just really wanted to come on and say hello. It's been a while since I've seen you all, and I'm having, life is good. I'm good. I hope all of you are good. Be good to each other. There's a saying, I don't know how it goes, but if you have a candle and you're a flame, you know, you're the flame, and there's another candle that's not lit, if you light that candle, your flame is not diminished. It will help the other candle become bright, but your flame is still just as bright. So help someone when you can. It doesn't take away from you to make someone else great, to compliment someone else, to acknowledge a great deed, a great person, just a kindness. It doesn't detract from you. So take your flame and light someone else's flame, and yours will still glow just as brightly. So anyway, you all have a good day. And hope you enjoyed I have a whole list. I'm going to do this again because there's so much I've learned from YouTube. But have a great day. And I think those are my only words of wisdom. But thanks again for everyone who do the hula hand tag. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I can't even believe I have one, let alone, actually, I don't know. I think maybe I have 200. I'm supposed to know those things. Goodbye, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.